Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brya, and today we're gonna do advice coming from a high school junior. I go back to school in 4 days off of winter break, and my winter break was so good. I'm not ready to go. Like, I just want to stay home. Can't wait for summer. But we're going into the second semester, and I just want to tell you guys some things that I have learned from high school that you can probably take into high school, like if you're going into high school, or that I have learned and you can learn from. Because I'm not going to say that I'm the perfect person. I have made mistakes in my life, and I have made mistakes in high school. So this is advice coming from a high school junior going into second semester. I am so ready for my senior year, and I'm so ready to graduate. So it is currently 2:06. I don't know if you can see that. It is currently 2:06 in the morning because I've been putting this video off. I was supposed to do this video Monday so I can have time to edit it, but I've really been prolonging and I've just haven't gotten to doing it. So I'm doing it now. Oh, my camera just moved. Well, my iPad just moved. I'm gonna do it now so I don't forget. But basically I wrote everything down in my notes that I want to talk to you guys about. It's not that much, but it's a decent amount. So let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so the first thing I will be talking about is the friends category, because I feel like it's not the most important thing to be worrying about, but it's important. So the first thing I have on here is don't claim everyone as your friend, and take this very much to heart. Do not claim everyone as your friend, because you will it because you have a friend group doesn't mean you have to be friends with everyone within that friend group. I just want to put that out there. Because your friends is friends with these people does not mean you have to be friends with these people, because these people is not going to take you where you want to go. If they don't match you, or if they don't help you gain, or if they don't guide you to fulfill your aspirations, then you shouldn't be with them. Like, just cut them out of your life. And basically what I mean is don't claim everyone as your friend is basically like, if they're not there to help you prosper in your life, if they're not there to help you make good decisions when you're making wrong ones, if they're supporting bad decisions, not like, oh, I was dating this boy and my friend supported me, but he was a bad boyfriend, not like that. If they're supporting you doing absolutely terrible things that could probably ruin your life in the long run, in the long run of your timeline, you should not be hanging out with them. So I feel like you should just cut them off. Like, if you have a person right in your life right now that's doing that with you, cut them off. It is not worth it. I'm just telling you right now. The next thing I have on here is keep your friend group small. I have been one of many huge friend groups, and I'm not even saying huge as oh, I'm friends with the whole school. Huge is a good amount, 10 people. I've been in a friend group of 10 people, and I have learned that is not the way to go. There's always someone being fake in that friend group. You could claim your friend group is the best. You could claim that your friend group is loyal. You could claim that your friend group don't do this, and there's always a person in it that does the opposite. Whether you like it or not, you can't even hide it. Whether you like it or not, there's always someone there doing the opposite of what you want to do. So keep your friend group small, and keep your friend group with people that you absolutely know are your friends. Let's put that out there, that you absolutely know that are your friends. From a personal backstory, I was a part of this friend group, and I always felt like I was the outcast, but everyone was like, oh no, you're not the outcast, they're just doing this, they're just doing that. They used to make plans and not even inform me that they were making plans until the day of, and I just looked at lost, and I just did not hang out with them. Just stopped that immediately, and I started hanging out with people that I actually claim as my friends, people who actually have things going for themselves. And then for the last thing on the friends category, I have, don't be fake to the friends that stuck with you. Now, I take this one to the heart, because I have been that friend that someone has been fake to when I stuck with them through thick and thin, family problems, everything, and I got cut off. Now, You can get around people that is totally different from your friend group. Like, I understand you get around people that's totally different from your friend group and you start acting like him, but don't cut people off who's been there from the beginning just because this person is telling you, oh, I don't like them. I feel like that's how you lose the realest people in your life, and you allow the fake ones to come in. You're opening that gate for them once you start cutting off the people that's been with you from the get-go, from the start. Like, don't cut off your real friends, because in the long run, you're gonna miss them and you're gonna want them to come back. And they're not gonna be there for you. They're not gonna be there for you to lean your shoulder on, because you didn't did them so bad when all they did was stuck by you and been real with you, that they don't even wanna be friends with you no more. So take that into account. Do not be fake. Do not cut off. Do not be mean to the people that was there from the beginning. Because when the people that wasn't there from the beginning leave you, who are you going to be stuck with? No one. And then you're going to be texting their phone. You're going to be wanting to be their friend again. And they're not going to be here for you. And then you're going to be sitting there looking dumb. And I said it. Yes, you're going to sit there and look dumb. Because they were there from the beginning. These new friends was not there when you were crying on the floor because of your parents. They were not there when you was going through such and such with your boyfriend. They were not there to do that. They were not there when you were losing those important people in your life. And they're not going to be there when it starts happening again. Period, point blank. They're just not going to be there. I don't know. My face looks so shiny. I'm sorry. Like, they're just not going to be there. And I think that just wraps it up for the friend category. It's not that much. I'm just basically saying that the people who were there for you in the beginning is going to be there for you in the end. And I think that should be a quote. The people that be there for you in the beginning is going to be the people that be there for you in the end. Period. At the end of the day. And if they're not, I mean, there are certain cases where the people that have been there from the beginning are being fake to follow, the popular people. Because I've been there. Some of my old friends turned fake because they want to be a part of the popular crowd. The popular crowd is just a bunch of nobodies. And if you get mad at that, then it's pertaining to you. I'm sorry. The popular crowd is just a bunch of nobodies. I consider a popular person a person who is friendly to everybody, who has something going for themselves, who's not out here throwing their life away. That's what I consider popular. What high school considers popular is not popular. That's just someone who thinks they're better than someone when they're not. When that person that they're thinking they're better of is way above them in standards. This is them and this is them. Like, this is the popular person, and this is a person I claim as popular. So, understand that popularity is not always, oh, I have to talk to all the boys, I have to be friends with all the boys, I have to start doing this and that with all the boys. No, that's not popularity. That's not popularity. That's throwing your life away. Oh, I have to start doing drugs because my friends do drugs. No, you're throwing your life away. Because what's going to happen when you get addicted to it? Yeah, right. Okay. So sorry about that little rant. I literally hate the term. I hate the term oh, I was so popular, this, that, and the third. I don't care. I really just hate that term. So the next thing we have on here is grades. And I have a bit of things for grades because I care about my grades personally. So this is all coming from a personal experience. So the first thing I have on there is keep up with your work because it does get hard. Like I said, I'm a junior and I did not listen to them juniors when I was in my freshman year and when I was in my sophomore year. I was like, oh, junior year is going to be easy. I'm going to become a senior. I'm just going to get up out of here. Gonna graduate, get my degree, go to college, And that is not the go-to. That is not the go-to. I mean, I'm still going to go to college. I'm still going to graduate. I'm still going to get my grades up. But it gets harder. And I would like to say that freshman year was easy. Freshman year was easy. And I feel like a lot of people can vouch for me. Freshman year was easy. But as you go up, it gets harder. And junior year is actually really hard. I came into junior year thinking that, oh, all the work is just going to be easy. I'm going to just pass through. I'm going to get to my senior year. It's going to be easy. It's not. That work piles up. And if you're thinking that they're not going to give you homework, you're wrong. They're just going to throw homework on you just because. They will. One day you ain't getting homework. 1 week you not getting homework. All of a sudden on a random Thursday afternoon, about 6 of your teachers then gave you homework. For what? We don't know. But that's just high school. And junior year is actually like, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot for me. But I'm gonna explain that at the end of the video. So yeah, just keep up with your work because it piles up and it piles up fast. Like, they assign assignments, like assignments get dropped every day. I get an assignment every day from all 7 of my classes. Do I have 7 classes? Yeah, all 7 of my classes. I get an assignment every day. It's something new every day. So that's 7 assignments a day. And imagine if, hypothetically speaking, I don't finish those 7 assignments in that day. I have the next day with 7 more assignments plus the day before those 7 assignments. So now I got 14 assignments that I have to turn in. That work piles up. So try to get as much work as you can as possible. Because I don't know, for some reason, my junior year is flying past. It feels like I just started school and I'm already in a 2nd semester. Like, I'm already finna start 3rd quarter and it feels like I just started school. It feels like it's supposed to be Christmas right now. But Christmas is past. Like, I'm finna be off break in 4 days. I go back to school Monday and it's Thursday. So, oh, my brother's crying in the background. But yeah, so make sure you just like, you keep that up. Okay, the next thing I have on here is befriend the teachers. Now, I'm not saying become best friend, buddy with the teacher. I'm just saying don't be disrespectful. Because in the long run, that is the person who has to grade your work. And I know some teachers say, no, we don't. But depending on how you treat a teacher is how fast they're going to grade your work when you get it done, especially if it's late work. Teachers do not like to grade late work. They don't. They don't even like to grade early work. They don't. But depending on the student, I feel like some teachers will grade the work, especially late work. We're talking about late work in general. Like, they up to date with their, like, grading papers who late work turn in early, but we talked about late work. So, I have this teacher, my math teacher. Now, sometimes I don't make it to school. Sometimes I don't go to school because, I don't know, lately I've been getting really, really sick. So, it'll be some days where I'll be like, oh, I'm sick. I'll just send him an email, say, oh, I'm sick. Can I get to work this day and then turn it in this day? He will literally send me an email back and be like, yeah, I'll have the papers ready for you on my desk. Just grab them when you come to school, do the work, and I'll grade it for you when you bring it in. If that was another student that constantly disrespects their teacher, that constantly disrespects him, constantly just does wrong in his class, constantly just doesn't do their work, I just know for a fact that he's not going to grade that work. He's not going to grade their work over mine. He's not going to grade their late work faster than mine. They grade students' work that appreciate them as a teacher. For your late work, I just want to put that out there. The teacher grades your work faster if you appreciate them as your teacher, because that job is not easy. Working with teenagers, especially in high school, working with teenagers every day is not easy, especially because we have our attitudes, we have our disrespect, we have not wanting to do this, we have not wanting to follow rules, we have fighting, we have drama, we have us not liking people, we have us not wanting to be in a class with this person, us not liking the teacher in general. We have all of that. But we have to remember that teachers are humans too. So telling a teacher that you hate them and you don't like them and you don't like their class to their face could actually hurt their feelings. Let's put that out there. They can actually hurt their feelings. They're not robots. They're human. So I'm not saying become best friends, buddy with the teacher, but I'm saying, I just knocked my stuff down. But I'm saying be respectful. When you give respect, you get respect. So if you feel like a teacher just doesn't like you for some reason, I wonder what you were doing to that teacher, that said teacher. Now, there are some bad teachers. Not even gonna lie, there's some bad teachers that just be mean for no reason. Because I have a teacher like that. Not gonna put no name on it because I'm having to get in trouble. But I have a teacher like that who's just mean for no reason. But in most scenarios, most cases, the teachers just are utterly disrespected. I used to have this English teacher in the 10th grade last year. And she was my favorite. Like, I talked to her. Like, she used to help me with my work. She let me borrow books from her, borrow this from her. She used to give us candy. And she was constantly disrespected in our class to the point that she quit. And I'm so sorry that she doesn't work there anymore, because I used to just want to go to her class this year, and she doesn't work there anymore. But she was constantly disrespected to the point that she said that she has to get out of this atmosphere where she's so disrespected and go somewhere where she is respected. You give respect, you get respect. So the next one I have is, if you are stuck, do not be afraid to ask for help. Now, I was the person who was scared to ask for help. Like, I don't like confrontation. I don't like, talking to teachers. I don't like using my voice. I did not like that. But I had to figure that out after ninth grade. I had to figure that out, that you have to use your voice if you want some help, or else you're just not going to get it. You're just not going to get it, because they're going to think that you know exactly what you're doing. That's why you're not asking for help. Use your voice. If it's confusing, say, hey, I'm not understanding this. Can you explain this a little further? Because I am a visual learner. I cannot learn from someone talking my ear off 24/7. I have to see them doing it for me to understand the concept. So, especially with math, because I want to be a business student, so that means I have to be good at math. I asked my teacher to come over, and he'll bring his little whiteboard, and he'll bring a marker, and he'll show me how to do it. And now I understand what I'm doing. If I didn't ask him, I would have just been sitting there confused. So when the tests come around, I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? But I used my voice. I asked. I received help. After I received help, I understand the concept. So don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not scary. It's not scary once you ask for help. And don't feel like you're dumb because you're asking for help. Like, I get that from a lot of people. Like, my friends personally, she told me, she was like, oh, I feel dumb when I had to ask for help because why don't I understand this? No one is perfect, and no one is going to understand everything. And no one has the brain capacity to be smart at everything. Someone is always less smart in a subject than the other. Because I'm very smart. I'm very smart at history. I love history. But I also love math, and I'm very smart at math. But don't get me wrong, it's another one of my weak points. So I ask, and I receive help in math. Because I know that, oh, I don't know this, and if I don't ask for help, then I'm just not going to get it. And then I'm going to be confused when the tests come around. I'm going to be confused if I ever get called to answer a question in front of the class. And, oh my God, high school is very notorious for bullying. I think I might talk about that at the end. Hold on, let me put that on here, because I forgot all about that. But yeah, just ask for help. Ask for help. Okay, the next thing I have on here, I don't know why it keeps going up like that, but the next thing I have on here is, this is the last thing for the grades category. AP classes are not for the weak. I took it as a joke. Like, I didn't even want to join AP classes. The clique literally told me, was like, oh, well, you have to join an AP. You have to either join AP Geometry or AP English. So now I'm stuck in AP English and Comp, and I didn't even want to take AP. They said I had to. So, and then I found out that I didn't have to take AP, so now I'm just stuck in the class. I feel like they tricked me. But we won't even talk about that. We won't even get into that conversation. We won't even talk about that. But I feel like I was tricked into taking an AP class. I write an essay in AP Comp every day. Every day I'm writing an essay. Every day I'm writing something. I'm writing. I'm typing. I'm taking a test. Like, I'm so sorry. Sorry for that. Sorry for that tweak out. Sorry for that rant. I am so tired of writing. I'm so tired of reading and writing. I'm so tired. And then compared to what I do and what the regular English 11 do, I want to be in regular English 11. I'm sick and tired of AP. AP is not for the weak. I should have listened to them seniors when they was like, oh, don't take an AP class. You're just not going to like it. And now I'm stuck in it. I mean, you do get benefits in taking an AP class. You do get benefits in taking an AP class, but it's all about passing that AP test. Like, it's not even like about the class at some points. It's about passing that test and passing that test with a certain score. I can't remember the certain score, but I have to ask my teacher, like, you have to pass that test with a certain score. So now I be studying everything. I've never studied. which is kind of crazy because I passed most of my tests. Not even most. I pass all my tests every year, but I never study. This year, study. Do not do what I do. Study. Like, study your material. Study your material. Like, do not do what I did. Study. Practice. Do what you need to do to pass that test. Don't wish on luck like I did. Because this year I'm actually studying. Like, these tests are hard. So then, next category I have is classes. I have like a little bit amount. Okay, so the first thing I have on here is like quite the obvious. Do not skip class. It is not worth it. Don't skip class. Don't skip school. If you're gonna skip school, don't even show up. Why would you show up to school just to not be there? You literally caught the bus or got dropped off using someone's gas to walk into a school building. Register that you are in the school building. To leave the school building. Where's the education? You're not getting an education from that. What was the point of you coming? Just stay home. Take a day and stay home. Like, lay in your bed, watch TV. I don't understand. You literally don't come to school just to... You come to school to not be at school, to go walk around the school district. Oh, okay. So, yeah, do not skip class. I feel like skipping class is utterly useless. If you're at school, come to class, and get the work that you're supposed to be doing. Do your work, get them grades, and graduate. Like, get your work done so you just on the path to graduating. Like, just get the work done and get out. I know we're all ready to get out. I'm so tired of school. We're all ready to get out. Come to class, get the work, do the work, leave. That's it. Leave. And then, but yeah, like I said, the next thing on here is like, you think you won't get homework, but you most definitely will. I talked about that earlier, but like a little bit in depth of what I'm talking about. So I didn't get homework for like the first month and a half of school. And then all of a sudden, my AP class started giving me homework. My Algebra 2 class started giving me homework. I started getting homework from web design. I started getting homework from animation. I started getting homework for video and sound production. I was just getting homework back there. I'm like, where's all this work coming from? On top of the classwork that I have most likely missed. I was sitting there going insane. But if you think that you're not going to get homework, they're most likely going to try to slip in homework somehow. I was in American government, minding my business. And she slides a paper. 2 minutes before we're supposed to leave the class, she slides a paper on the desk. It was like oh, by the way, guys, this is due tomorrow. I forgot to tell you. And then, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, I was like, so everyone started asking, what is this? And she was like, oh, your homework for tonight. And she said that blank period, the bell rung, we left with homework in our hand. So if you think that you're not going to get homework, you most likely will. And it might not be like frequent homework, like you get homework every day. They just throw in homework whenever they want to. So then, the next thing I have for classes is sit with people who don't distract you from your work. Now, I understand sitting with your friends and you're laughing it up, because I sit with my friends. I sit with my friends. Because we don't have assigned seating. So I sit with my friends. But we have this agreement that we won't distract each other from our work. Now, we may giggle it up, we may laugh a lot, but one thing we're going to do, that paper is going to be turned in by the end of class. We is not working out with that work in our hand. We is not. We is getting our work done and we talking too. Don't distract yourself and don't let someone distract you from what you need to get done entirely, in general. So, I don't know why it keeps scooting up like that. The last thing I have on here is, if you hate the class, change it. And I mean, in the beginning, and I cannot stress this enough, if you hate the class, change it, because I loved AP English when I first started it, but now I genuinely just, yeah. So, if you hate the class, change it, because, like, that's the only time you're going to be able to change. You're not going to be able to change your class the year on out. Like, if you actively know that this teacher and you do not get along, and you're not going to want to stay in this class, and you're not going to want to sit in this class, you're going to have an attitude every time you come to this class. If you know from the get-go, go to your counselor, go to your school administration. I don't know, because we have counselors. If you hate the class, change it. Like, there's no point in you staying in a class that you're actively just not going to like. And I think that's it for the class session. Like I said, this video is not going to be very long. It's just stuff like I've personally went through that I feel like other people might want to talk about, or like might want to need assistance on. But guys, if you ever want me to talk about like, you know, more in-depth stuff of what I go through in school, because I am a IT creative pathway student, so I take web design, video and sound production, and animation on top of my other class. So I have like animation first bill, video and sound production, environmental science. What's after third bill? Oh, we have lunch after third bill, which is kind of crazy because we have lunch mad early. And then I have American government, then I have algebra 2, AP English, and then web design. So yeah, that's my class schedule. So like if you guys want to know like anything about being an IT student and video and sound production and animation and web design, you can definitely ask me in the comments, and I will like make another video addressing that. My brother is very loud in the background, but I cannot prevent this. He is up at 3 o'clock it's 2:37 in the morning, and he didn't have cake and popsicles. I can't. You guys are just gonna have to hear him yelling in the background. So I only have one thing up under this, and the category is called blocking. Now, blocking should be your best friend. If someone's irritating you and they go to your school, they don't even have to go to your school. This is just in general. If someone's irritating you and you actively do not want to talk to them, and they're actively stressing you out, block them. They're not going to disturb you on your cellular device. I refuse to get bothered on my cellular device that I paid a bill for. Blocked. And it's just as simple as that. If like they're irritating you to the point that it's making your blood boil and they're actually getting up under your skin, blocked. There's also a thing called blocking in real life. I cut people off so fast. I would walk past you like I never spoke to you a day in my life. And we could have been friends, like we could have been associates, we could have been this, we could have been that. And I will walk past you like I've never spoke to you a day in my life because I blocked you in real life. You're not going to cause mess in my life. You're not going to cause me to stress. You're not going to cause me to get off task. You're not going to cause me to get angry. You're not going to cause me this. You're not going to cause me that. Like, you can see my uniform in the background. I am a cheerleader. We cannot fight. We cannot be in fight videos. We cannot be participating in fights. We can't even be arguing. I'm not going to let you jeopardize my cheer position, that something that I want to do, just because you want to sit here and argue with me. No. So the next thing I have on here is extracurricular. I mean, you can create your own club. Now, I skipped the category. We're just going to go back to it next. You can create your own club. I tried to create my own little K-pop club, but things end up happening towards the end of 10th grade year, so it didn't actually happen. And I became a cheerleader towards the end of 10th grade year, so I had to practice and stuff. So yeah, create your own club if you want to. All you need is a club name, about 5 members, and a teacher representative. That's it. As if your school allows it, though, you have to make sure your school allows it. Like my school allows it, but we had enough members. We just couldn't get a teacher representative because for some reason my school has so many other extracurriculums that they were like, most of the teachers already had extracurriculums that they were already doing. So it's like hard to find a teacher for it and stuff. But we won't even talk about that because it's just out of the question. And then the next thing I have on here is join what you can and have fun. High school is about being serious. High school is about getting your education. School is about getting your education. The school is definitely serious. But you can always have fun while taking your education seriously. You don't have to be miserable and doing work every day and just working and stressing yourself out to make your body tired. You can have fun. Join something. Make new friends. Talk to people. You don't have to claim them in your inner circle, and you don't have to claim them as your best friend. You don't have to claim them as your best friend. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. But you will have people to talk to You'll have people to actively talk to. You don't have to tell them your business. You just have something in common that you like. Common interests. So high school doesn't have to be working. High school is definitely something that you can have fun with. You don't have to be miserable in school. You can definitely have fun with. Like, I know it gets to a point where like the work piles up and we got work. Teachers making us angry. We're tired of being at school. We're tired every day. Our bodies are tired. My body is like be really tired. I practice throughout the week. Games Tuesdays and Fridays. I be tired on top of 7 classes a day. So I be tired, but at the end of the day, I'm having fun with my cheer squad. I'm having fun at the games. I'm having fun at practice. I am meeting people who have common interest as me that we can talk about. So yeah, take that into account. Just join the extracurriculum. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a major extracurriculum, because extracurriculums also look good on your job applications, by the way. I mean, not job applications, on your college applications, by the way. So think about that if you're going to college. So then we're gonna jump back because I kind of skipped it. I don't know what that was. It says, okay, so this category is sports. I'm in my sport. It could be fun and it can help with making friends. You don't have to join sports if you're not good at it. I'm not going to say I was the best at cheerleading, but the school I went to before this, I was a cheerleader. So I had my freshman year experience. I did not cheer my sophomore year, but I'm cheering my junior and I'm cheering my senior year. I had the cheer experience, so I already knew that I was going to like it. You don't have to have experience to join something. I feel like the most sport that you might have to have experience with is football and basketball. But that's just that. My school has soccer. My school has majorette. My school has cheerleading. I feel like you don't have to have major experience. I feel like you just have to have confidence, and you have to have hope in yourself that you can learn the materials and you can apply it to yourself and you can become good at something. So yeah, and it also can help with making friends. Like I said, sports and extracurriculums help you engaging with people. You don't have to be like a loner in school. You don't have to be by yourself, hypothetically. Okay, so we made it to like the little end column. It's just like extra stuff to be talked about. Okay, so the first thing is things to do after school for fun. My school is by a business district. We're by all food places. We're by all stores. You walk directly outside of my school and you're hit with a restaurant. My school is by everything. So, you could like gather your friends. I talk to my friends throughout class. Be like, after school, do you want to go get some boba? Like, do you want to go to the boba shop? Like, do you want to go get some food after school? Do you want to go to the library after school so we can study? You don't always have to be lonely. You don't always have to go home. You just have to ask. I feel like if you make plans, especially because some plans don't make it out the group chat. Make plans before the school day ends so everyone is going to be in one place. You can all meet up. Everyone is going to be in one place instead of everybody being at home and everybody trying to rush. Everybody can be at one place going to the next. So yeah, that's some things to do after school. Like, that's fun. Like, or you could just walk around with your friends. You could just go talk with your friends. Like, you don't have to go directly home after school. You can go hang out with your friends. Like, it's not that hard. All you have to do is just ask them. If they can't make it that day, ask them, oh, do you want to do it tomorrow? Or do you want to do it next week? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Because you're going to be in one place. It's not like y'all going to get lost or someone got to cancel last minute because they don't have a ride. Y'all are all in the same place. And do something in close perimeter to the school. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going from a school to a mall and it's not by your school, like it's like an hour or something away, do not go. Because some people have to be home at a certain time. So do something that's by your school so the people who have to be home at a certain time makes it home at that time. Now, yeah, so the next thing is have fun. Don't make high school so serious that you miss out. You can take high school very seriously. Take your work seriously, take coming to school seriously, take your attendance seriously, take your extracurriculum seriously. But don't make it so serious that you're missing out on school. Like, you're missing out on the fun things that the school could offer. Like, my school, like, be throwing cookouts. They just did a silent dance, like, with the little silent headphones. They be doing all that for us, especially homecoming and prom. I cannot stress this enough. Everybody be like, oh, I won't go to my homecoming, or I won't go to my prom till senior year. You're missing out on the other 3 years. Now you're going to hear from your friends like, oh, yeah, they did that. They played this. They played that. And now you have FOMO. You done missed out on everything, and now you feel bad. Now you wish that you went, and now you're watching videos on Instagram. You're watching videos on Snapchat, and you're just wishing that you were there because you missed out, because you decided, it's not work. It's not being in class, so I'm just not going to go. Take your work seriously, but don't make school so serious that you miss out on the things that the school provides you to have fun with. Okay, the next thing I have on here is do what you love and don't do things for others' approval. I talked about this throughout this whole video. Do what makes you happy. Don't do what makes others happy and you're sitting here miserable. Don't join something because your friends told you, oh, I like it, so you should join so I can have a friend on the team. If you don't like that sport, do not join it. Now you're going to be sitting on that sport looking miserable. You're not going to love it there. You're going to be strained. You're going to be doing stuff that you don't even like. Do not do stuff for other people's approval. If you love it, you do it. Just like I'm very open that I like K-pop. I'm very open. All my friends know that I like K-pop, and they like this they like this gangster rap music, all this, all that. But my friends know that I like K-pop. And they do not disrespect that I like K-pop. They don't call them names. They don't be racist. They just accept that I like K-pop. Because they know that whatever they like, I'm going to accept it too. I'm not going to judge them for something that they like. I'm not going to judge them because it doesn't fit into what I like. Not everything I like fit into my whole friend group. I severely like Hello Kitty, as you can tell. And not all my friends like Hello Kitty, but I get Hello Kitty stuff for Christmas. I get Hello Kitty stuff for my birthday. My friends send me Hello Kitty videos because they know that's what I like. And they're not going to judge me for what I like because I'm not going to judge no one else for what they like. Simple as that. So do not do stuff for other people's approval. Because they may judge you. They may judge you because you like a certain thing, but I promise you it's something that they like that they're not going to tell the world because they feel like they're going to be judged also. Do not become the people. Do not become the people that judge you. Do not become them. Especially in the long run. Do not become them. Just because you like aspire to be them because they're popular, do not become them. And then our last thing on here, I'm going to put my phone down. Our last thing on here is bullying. And backtracking to what I literally just said. If you were bullied, do not become the bully. Do not. In the long run, it's just not going to be worth it. It's a sucky situation when you do get bullied. I was bullied. But I turned my bullying into, oh, I'm going to laugh with you because I'm not going to let you tear me down because you're being torn down on the inside. I'm not going to let you tear my insides down because you're being torn down on the inside. And the people who low-key tried to bully me, I'm low-key, I'm not even going to say I'm friends with them, but I'm cordial with them. They talk to me in the hallways. They hug me. They do this and that with me because I knew that they were being torn down on the inside, and I assisted the situation. I asked them, what's wrong? I asked them, do you need help? Like, do you want me to be here? Do you need a hug? I asked. And I'm not saying that people, if you're getting like severely bullied, you just ask your bully what's wrong. I'm not saying that because I know some bullies, especially living in America, are ruthless. I'm just saying, don't let someone's negative words tear you down because they are being torn down on the inside. They're probably being torn down at home. They're probably being torn down by their friend group. And they feel like they can act like this because the people around them act like that. Now, if they went to the resort of putting their hands on you, that's a different story, and I can't get into that because I would say some things that YouTube would not regulate. So, yeah, just don't become the bully in the long run. Don't become a bully at all. I feel like be friends with everyone. They may not fit into your perfect little world that you have going on, and they may not fit the friend group status that you have going on. You don't have to even claim them as your friend. just be nice. I don't think it's that hard to be nice. It's really not that hard to be nice. You don't have to be mean. Like, people who go in public and they just give you mean faces for no reason is because they're getting torn down on the inside. And people who call you ugly, they secretly know that you're pretty. They secretly know that you're attractive, and they're trying to tear you down because they don't want you to be as attractive as the standard they're being held at. They're being held at a very high standard where they feel like they have to be the most attractive person in the world, and they see you and they know that you're pretty. They're gonna tell you that you're ugly because they know deep down inside that you're pretty, and they don't want you to be held up to their standard. But what I say is go past their standard. I don't have to get held up to your standard. You're nobody to me. You're not my mom. You're not my family. You're not nothing to me. You're just a random person I just met at school. So I'm not gonna follow your standard just because you feel like that's where I would belong. You just feel like I should just be ugly. And I'm not the skinniest girl in the world, but I will say that my face is tea, my face is clear, and I am pretty. And I've been called ugly. I've been called ugly a lot, but I've never let that affect me. I think of myself as a pretty person. So, I know, I just went on a rant and talk about myself. Anyways, y'all, I think that will be all for this video. I know I didn't go over a lot of things. If you do want to, ask me some things to go over in another video, or like suggest a video in general, follow this Instagram. I call it Bryasfiles. It's where all my following and all my subscribers get to participate and, do stuff that I don't post on my regular Instagram, which is right there. This is my regular Instagram, and that will be my other Instagram. I think I'll just put screenshots, or I'll just put the name. But I don't post a lot on my regular Instagram about my YouTube channel. This is going to be the Instagram that I post about my YouTube channel. It's going to, allow people to participate in the videos, give me video suggestions, tell me what they want to see. I will be posting Q&As and stuff where you guys can ask me questions and I'll be able to answer them for you. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you really liked it. I really put my heart into writing everything down because I feel like some of these things don't get talked about enough within the high school generation, which is more things that I could talk about, but I don't want to make this video too long because I gotta post it tomorrow, and that's a lot of editing I gotta do today. So I didn't want to make it too long, but there are some things that we should really be talking about in this generation, especially coming from a teenager herself. And I feel like the adults telling us, we're just not gonna listen because we're hard at it. But I feel like if it's coming from a teenager, maybe it may be taken into account and put out there. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I post. And see you in next Friday's video. Bye.